ManDread on the production.
It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia, as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. And now we take a brief check at the matchup. Our starting five for both teams. And as we take a look here, Jeff Green, what's your take?
And Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
The Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks. And boy, they got by the skin of their teeth there, winning by 1 point. That was a battle.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that when, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. They exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
They start to wonder why.
Screen by Ibaka. Dishes to Vucevic. Back to Payton. This is it to Fournier. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Fournier's got the first points up on the board for the Magic. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage is through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than you.
Good D by Payton. And the Magic with possession. It's a three-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. You've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Now Rodriguez. 9 points last game. He dishes it to Embiid. Rodriguez outside. He feeds it to Okafor. Good.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage.
I've been wilding all my life and I just want to settle down.
Payton outside.
I've been wilding all my life and I just want to settle down. I just want to settle down. I've been wilding all my life and I just want to settle down.
Pocket six. Back to Payton. Jacks up a three. They get it back. And that one's good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
To Henderson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's the bucket, good.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with Brett Brown. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X-factor for them. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Rodriguez. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Back to Rodriguez. Feeds it to Simmons. Now Embiid inside. Buries it down low.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Payton kicks to Ibaka. Payton outside. The dish to Fournier. Back to Payton. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
The 76ers trail by 3. And Simmons kicks to Rodriguez. He passes it to Simmons.
I heard you say prediction, trying to eat the evidence. I do just for the hell of it. Send one with the evidence.
Here's Embiid. And at last, they get one to fall.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now, here's Vucevic. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland. Payton drives in. Kicks to Ibaka. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Ibaka's got his first bucket in this one. Rodriguez against Payton. Pass to Henderson. He kicks it to Simmons. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Simmons got his second basket of the night. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away. Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 7th in assists, 12th in steal. And they were in the top half of the league in field goal percentage as a team. And part of that was due to the fact that they were a little inconsistent offensively.
And you go back to their passing, just a fun style to watch. And I think it really helped the chemistry. A team that shared and played for each other. That always gives you an edge.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Here's Gordon. 8 points his last outing.
Wonder why I smile when they want me to frown. And then the snakes try to take my crown. But they never gonna take.
And there's a minute
my
45
crown.
left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5.
Wonder why I smile when they want me to frown.
Augustine against Ross. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. We'll take a look at Bayless, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Ross dishes to Ilyasova. And there's the pass to Ross. Chance there to take the lead, missing. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
ManDread on the production.
Lasagna, the pass to Meeks. Shoots the 3. Biyombo kicks to Augustine. Here's the screen. Second chance effort. Shot is no good. Nice D from Ross. 76ers trailing. Sarge with the screen for Ross. Here's Covington and Biyombo with the block. And now, here comes Augustine late in the break. Orlando moving the ball around. Lasagna, the pass to Augustine. And he uses the glass on the layup. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And it's tied up with that one. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Inside. Combo dishes to Augustine. Nice D from Ross.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
My cousin raw, I'm such a dog. The cats become my butterball. I'm paid, but I ain't coming to ball. ZKTA.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Ross, he's in at the point. Also Jared Bayless out there. Ilyasova out there with Hollis Thompson. And it's Holmes in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Lasagna, the pass to Augustine.
Coming in.
Dishes it to Meeks. A leaner. Good on the jump shot. Meeks got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Magic. The 76ers lead. Here is Ross. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
I've been struggling all my life, and I made something out of nothing.
That free throw good from Ross. Wilcox is checked in for Jody Meeks.
I've been struggling all my life, and I made something out of nothing. Even though I hustle hard, I swear I never saw this coming. I've been struggling all my life, and I made something out of nothing. Even though I hustle hard.
Good on both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The Magic trailed by 3. Pass to Hazania. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. He dishes it to Wilcox. Hazania drains the three-pointer. Hazania's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And so here is Philadelphia. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. On the wing, Thompson. He feeds it to Bayless. Pass to Ross. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Ross has got 5.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now, but he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Ross has gone 1-3 from beyond the arc. Wilcox gets to Watson. Goes up to the right. That one wide left.
He's the one guy that I think the defense is going to live with being open.
Thompson dishes to Bayless. And there's the feed to Ross. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to Hazania. Feeds to Watson. The dish to Wilcox. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Bayless. Kicks it to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Thompson for three. And the 76ers get it back. Okafor, the pass to Ross. Thompson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Bayless kicks to Ross. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 6. Wilcox passes to Hazania. That's tipped. Ross with the steal. He kicks to Okafor. He sinks the 11-footer.
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Baca comes in for Aaron Gordon. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Hazania. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Wilcox. The pass to Fournier. Dishes it to Vucevic. He feeds it to Fournier. Screened by Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Vucevic dishes to Green. And they get it. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Henderson kicks to Rodriguez. He passes to Henderson. Back to Rodriguez. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Vucevic. Green's got his first 2 points of the night. Philadelphia leading by 9. And Simmons kicks to Rodriguez. It's Henderson on the wing. Passes to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Rodriguez. Can't hit. And Orlando the other way now.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Fournier for 3. And that one's good. Fournier's got 6 points.
As opposed to the first quarter, they're doing a much better job from behind the arc here in the second. They're starting to heat up a little bit, percolate from behind that three-point line. As a result, they're chipping away at that lead.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Great showing for him last season. 20th in field goal percentage.
The 76ers leading by 6. Rodriguez outside. He dishes it to Simmons. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Peyton drives in. Pass to Vucevic. There's the feed to Green. Pass to Ibaka. Now the dish to Fournier. Clock at 4. Poke loose. Oh, trying for it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. The 76ers third.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse, and that can be major intimidation and affect your game.
Outside for Rodriguez. Nailed from three-point land. Rodriguez has got his second bucket of the night.
And that's what you like to see from a competitor. Really able to just shake off that poor first quarter and focus on the here and now.
Formal introduction.
And 101 left in the first half of the game. And Fournier kicks to Payton. Feeds to Ibaka. Off on the layup.
No one to blame on that one but himself. It looks like that. He's got to take advantage.
Here's Simmons. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. On the arc. Rebound by Jeff Green. The Magic trail by 9.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Vucevic with the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Kicks to Okafor. Now the pass to Simmons. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Rodriguez goes in. Fades back. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first half. 76ers lead by 7. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
When I get it, I grab it. So when I grab it, I got it. Now if I need it, I chase it. So when I see it, I spot it. My big selection of weed. Right now I'm blowing exotic, but still I'm focused and polished. Got haters hoping to slide. I stay on top of my dollars. My hustle hand off the meter. I'm blowing out by the ounce. In absolute by the leader. I speak the truth, I'm the teacher. See the truth, they preach. They should probably lock me up for what I do to they speakers. When they see me seeing red, they know what to do. Quick needles in their
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
We saw a strong quarter of play for Ross. He has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
On the court for Orlando, Elfrid Payton is out there with Evan Fournier. And there's Green, and it's Ibaka, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low.
Wonder why I smile when they want me to frown.
Payton outside.
Snakes try to take my crown, but they never gonna take my crown. All my haters, they start to wonder.
6 to shoot. He kicks it to Fournier. And here is Rodriguez. Picked by Okafor. Rodriguez passes it to Henderson. He feeds it to Simmons. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound by the Magic. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Payton right side. Dishes it to Vucevic. Embiid's there. And Vucevic again. Vucevic has got the first bucket of the third here for the Magic. Okafor with the screen on Payton. Back to Embiid. Embiid the screen. Henderson dishes to Okafor. Stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Payton throws it down hard.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
Formal introduction.
Here's Simmons.
I'm in your residence, Simmons, your dead president.
He passes to Rodriguez. He dishes it to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Henderson kicks to Embiid. And that one is stuffed right through. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do. Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. 3rd in blocks, 10th in steals. As for the assist numbers, not as strong for them. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of much better in that area.
And as you mentioned, so many blocks for them last year. Some highlight reel rejections in that mix over the course of the season. No doubt about it. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Henderson, and blocked. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Payton throws it down hard.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket.
Jump stupid. Y'all can jump stupid. Y'all can jump stupid.
Here's Simmons.
Jump stupid.
Passes it to Embiid. The feed to Henderson. Embiid sets the pick for Henderson. Pass to Simmons. Shoots from the line. Fournier pulls it down.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and do.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Back to Payton.
I'm repping every hood, rain in every city in the whole state. Every hood, rain in every city in the
It's going to be a
whole state.
goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the fans clearly don't like that call.
Gave them an absolute earful.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Elfrid Payton. Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Rodriguez outside. Henderson. There's the dish to Covington. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the 76ers lead by 2. Just over 3.5 minutes in the third quarter of play now. Augustine passes to Ibaka. Augustine is screen on Okafor.
I'm repping every hood, rain in every city in the whole state. Every hood, rain in every city in the
Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Henderson dishes to Covington. Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Meeks outside, but they'll get another chance. Ilyasova against Ibaka. Now, here's Meeks. Feeds it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the 76ers call time here. Orlando making some changes. Yambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Serge Ibaka. And Philadelphia has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. For 3, Ross. Orlando grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Augustine, that's good.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
1:36 left in the third quarter. Ross kicks to Anderson. There's the pass to Ross. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ross has got 11. Orlando's gone 4 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% of the free ball here. Here's Fournier. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. Cannot hit. And Philadelphia the other way now. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kept alive. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. For Philadelphia, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
When they want me to frown. And then them snakes try to take my crown. But they never gonna take my crown. All my haters, they start to wonder why I smile when they want me to frown. And then them
The first free throw is good. Jeff Green is checked in for Orlando. Alfred Payton comes in for DJ Augustine.
They start to wonder why I smile when they want me to frown. And then them snakes try to take my crown. But they never gonna take my crown. All my haters start to wonder why we hotter than the summer.
And both free throws good for Covington. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Payton passes to Gordon. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Philadelphia's gone 6-15 for 3-point wins tonight. They're not afraid of their shot. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Gordon. Kicks it to Fournier.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And the first one drops. And so Fournier nails both of them. Now here's Rodriguez. He's got 6. He kicks it to Ross. Back to Rodriguez. With the fadeaway. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Orlando out in front, leading by just 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Y'all can jump stupid, but when y'all jump stupid, remember I'm a mastermind first, I'm never foolish. Y'all can jump stupid.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And Orlando has possession. The lead is 2. They've got Hollis Thompson. Joel.
What I'm going to do is I'm trying to change the pace this
and
time.
it's Simmons in at the small forward.
Hopefully I can say what I
That's
really
the group
feel.
on the floor for Philadelphia. Fournier's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Wasted no time on that one. Rodriguez has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Philadelphia. Fournier dishes to Ibaka. He feeds it to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. And he nails that one right through the net. Philadelphia's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. This is to Simmons. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Thompson for the triple. That's good. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Assists like that have typified their everyday terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Gets to Fournier. Fires from the line. That's it, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Back to Rodriguez. Again, Philadelphia. And at Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Up with Doors from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Henderson comes in for Hollis Thompson, and it's Ross in for Rodriguez. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Vucevic's screen on Ross. Payton passes to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. High, arcing shot. Henderson pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on the production. It's stolen by Green. Fast break, here they come. Here's Payton, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Ross dishes to Embiid, and stolen by Payton. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, Payton in this one, he has 9 points and 5 assists.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
And he can't get the first one. Get either to fall. The 76ers clear.
Hey, ManDread.
And Simmons
what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to change the pace.
Drills the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Payton against Ross. Fournier passes to Payton. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
That free throw good from Ross. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Payton against Ross. Payton drives in. Vucevic. There's the block. Ross with it. He passes to Okafor. And stolen by Payton. Jeff Green on the wing. He dishes it to Vucevic. Fades and shoots. But they recover it. Here's Simmons, guarded by Green. That's good. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Passes it to Fournier. Now the feed to Vucevic. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The 76ers leading by 5. Simmons dishes to Ross. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Vucevic.
That's his first at the line for your 76ers. Ross. At the line.
That free throw good from Ross.
Just a nigga from the D, stacking mail and handling business. Trying to put my name out, represent the Midwest. When I say the D, I mean they.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Magic trailed by 6. And Fournier gets to Payton.
Y'all the men team.
Pocket 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Green, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it.
Ross kicks to Okafor. Vucevic with the block. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Payton passes to Green. Ibaka outside. Pass to Fournier. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Rodriguez is checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's Simmons. Henderson kicks to Simmons. Leads him in there. It's stolen by Green.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Payton kicks to Ibaka. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Okafor, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And really just unselfish basketball in the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 6. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Like the elephants, been flowing ever since niggas was acting hesitant. Bitches be trying to get me, but fuck them, I feed them hella dick. So now they fell in quick, and I ain't gotta tell them shit. Just get Terrell in this bitch and shit is over with. Cause I might blow this bitch.
Here's Peyton. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fournier. Back to Peyton. The tray. Okafor grabs the miss. And they go to the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
That's just how we come across. Shit on every one of y'all. Talking shit, we run them off. Dummy draw, my gun involved. Bust and make them somersault. Bitch, I smoke a blunt.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. For 3, Fournier. And Embiid pulls it down.
I'm not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been
what I'm going to do is I'm trying to change the pace this time.
He's not even been a factor.
Hopefully I can say what I really feel.
Here's
Simmons. Make it your ambition. Start
so Philadelphia wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Craig, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our Jordan player of the game, the Prophet.
Hello world, ManDread. Formal introduction. New and improved. Yeah, I'm in your residence, still ain't your dead president, nigga. I heard you raped the bitch and tried to eat the evidence. I shoot you for the hell of it, still one with the elements. Bitch, I let them spray from the trunk, I'm like the elephants. Been flowing ever since niggas was acting hesitant. Bitches be trying to get me, but fuck them, I feed them hella dick. So now they fell in quick, and I ain't gotta tell
ManDread on the production.